Well, hello there, and welcome back to Freeform Disney.
Welcome.
So, once again, I'm Jeremy.
I am Natalia.
And let's see, today we have a wrap-up, shall we say, to WandaVision. Since we did our giant marathon last week and watched the finale, but this time we get to go behind the scenes.
Yes. I hope to have some bloopers. I always love watching bloopers.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, it's just a behind the scenes. Will they get us bloopers? Heck, how about a commentary for every episode? I'll take that too.
Oh, wow. I think that'll be a lot more than just this.
Well,
considering it's just
well, they could release it on the same day. I mean, I'll take it.
Cool. An extra track on all the episodes.
Something like that. Well, I mean, they have some for a bunch of the more recent Marvel movies have them. Not everything in Phase 3, but a lot of Phase 3 has them. Mm-hmm. So you can find those on Disney Plus along with a bunch of other special features on them, which is nice.
Yeah, and the extra scenes from behind Endgame also has some commentary as well from the little deleted scenes and shorts and stuff.
Indeed it does.
Watched a little bit of that, too.
Yes, always more to watch, though.
Hello, YouTuber!
Yes, hello there to YouTuber, and hello there to Stephen Harlan, Dr. Stephen Harlan again.
Hello.
So we got rabbits in the house, and we've got YouTube in the house, or we're on YouTube. We got,
Isn't that we got a doctor in
It's
the
an infinite
house?
loop. Doctor in the house. I don't know. I seen your scratchy a doctor. I hear apparently he's a demon as well, though. So good times.
Yeah, with that interview that said that Senior Scratchy was the familiar, I guess that's familiar and demon.
Something like that.
Mm-hmm. And there was a deleted scene that got taken out that would have kind of explained that rather than leaving us wondering.
Got Disney Plus on the side here. Have not hit Muppets, the Muppet Show since it's actually been up there. Man, we've just been too busy.
Oh my god, yeah, it's like so much to watch and do. And that one came out like last week at the exact same time at the ending, right?
Heck, it did. It came out as WandaVision was coming up, but yeah, just looking at some of these things in the background, it's like, Muppet Show. As Scratchy's agent, I formally protest. Demon.
Yeah.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
You need a better role with Demon, or at least something else in the show. I wonder what happened to Mr. Scratchy after Agatha's got
no idea.
Continued in the delusion thing.
I imagine we'll hear more somewhere in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Turn that back off. Somewhere in the future, right? When?
Yep.
Who knows? I mean, at one point it was going to come right before Doctor Strange 2, so I don't expect to hear much before Doctor Strange 2 anyway.
True.
Are we excited for Falcon and the Winter Soldier? Yes!
Oh, yeah. Next week.
Yes!
And I just can't stress how much I love the dynamic in the trailer. It's like, it's going to be fun having those two characters having to work together.
Oh, indeed. And hello there, Matthew.
Hello, Matthew.
No, it's definitely going to be fun having them work together. I mean, the trailers have looked really good on it so far. And very cinematic. It's very obvious why that would have been the first series to actually start, or not WandaVision originally. Because that's what would fit most for people and what you'd expect more in the MCU.
Mm-hmm. But it is nice to see Marvel starting to branch out in different genres, too.
Very much so. And we've gotten reports that it might be somewhere near 8 hours worth of content lately.
Which for 6 episodes, that's definitely means long episodes on occasion.
Because Anthony Mackie said 8 hours in one thing. And then Kevin Feige in an interview then is like, not quite 8 hours. So don't know how long it is exactly, but if it was really just, say, 5 or 6 hours, I don't think he would have just said not quite 8. Mm-hmm. So, wow, I mean, that is a lot of content.
Yeah, because that's more than not quite. I know, right?
Yeah.
I know, right?
Oh, that's a...
Matthew, the episode hasn't started yet. It will start in 10 minutes.
Yeah, we assume they won't release it early like they released stuff last week.
I know! It was like, what? They already released the episode?
Yeah.
Which is really, like, unusual.
It is.
Usually it takes, like, 20 minutes to get in because of...
Oh, while WandaVision was the last few weeks anyway.
Oh, yeah, because Disney Plus doing it, you can't log in. Must be a problem with your internet. It keeps blaming your internet when it's not the case.
But not this last time, and that might be part of why they released it earlier or whatnot. Who knows? But
Could be. Could be.
Although it wasn't completely without issues, there still were some issues with slowdown in there.
Yeah, and there was a couple people who weren't able to get in, like, even after.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. So hopefully they'll fix that problem soon, because it's really sad.
Indeed. Let's see, Doctor Strange 2. Who knows? Could be PG-13. I said we'll see what we see. I know Kevin Feige has actually said that in the past they're not against doing an R-rated movie. He doesn't feel that an R-rated movie doesn't fit within the MCU. Not that I expect that to be R. We know that Deadpool will be, but it's interesting. He's made that comment, but yet they've of course avoided it, tried to make it more accessible and open anyway. So who knows? It could be PG-13. You never know.
I wonder what movie they would make R-rated if they
other than Deadpool.
Yeah, other than Deadpool. That's kind of a given.
I don't know. You could go that way with Blade if you wanted to. Ooh. If you wanted to harken back to Blade where it was originally, anyway. So.
That would be interesting.
It would be, wouldn't it? Matthew, we're West Coast U.S.
Yep.
So that's where we are. So for us, it means that things on Disney Plus actually come out at midnight.
Yep.
Yes, Vampire Guy Blade.
Yep.
Oh, and Marishal Ali. It's like, that's going to be great.
Oh, when they said it was Marishal Ali, I'm like, yes. In my mind, I was like, it's so hard to beat Wesley Snipes because it's so solidified in my head that it's Wesley Snipes. But Marishal Ali is like, okay, yeah, I could definitely see that. And with how well the studio's just been doing like the Marvel movies and casting and and just directing, like everything is like, I have high hopes for that one for sure.
Yes. I think I have high hopes for everything in the MCU.
True.
Okay, my hopes are a little lower for Ant-Man and the Wasp. The next one there in the Ant-Man series. Just never been as big a fan. They're enjoyable, but they're just a little bit weaker than the usual standard MCU. For us. So.
They're still good though, but it's just not up to snuff.
Yeah. Disney Plus could be a place for their edgier content. It could. It would be quite amusing if it were, because Star Wars certainly has pushed it beyond where the Disney Plus comfort zone seems to be. But otherwise, they tend to put that kind of stuff over on Hulu right now, or if it's somewhere else, it would be on the Star tab or where. So here in the U.S., Hulu anyway, but elsewhere, Star.
Or the rated R version of Disney Plus. Oh wait, America isn't getting that.
Well, yeah, that's the Star tab thing.
I know. Yeah. This is like, why? With money going up for paying for it, and still we ain't getting that. It's like, why?
Loki is definitely exciting looking. No ifs, ands, or buts about that.
And then we're going to see, like, from the trailer, we saw, like, different, like, dressings of Loki and different hairstyles. Oh, I just love his hair. I just love the long hair.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's see. The MCU thing that I was most excited for has now aired. It's completed. That was WandaVision. It was what I was most excited for. But hey, guess what? The number 2 on that list for what I had was Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So
there we go. That's the next one. Second to the number 2.
And it doesn't mean I expect them to be, the things as they go to be worse or anything like that. It's just what I'm most excited by, and part of that has to do with having more of a connection to this, that, or the other.
Wanda and Vision, and we also have a connection to Falcon.
Right, like Eternals, I'm incredibly intrigued by, but I have so little of any clue what to expect in that.
Yeah, and it probably doesn't help that Jeremy and I haven't really been into the comics and that.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're not as familiar with the Eternals in that regard.
To be sure. Although even then, I think for most people, the Eternals are a little further afield, even if you are a comics reader. Kind of like Guardians of the Galaxy is not the mainline comics. So even amongst comics people, I think it might not be quite as common knowledge.
True.
So
it's just funny to think that Iron Man wasn't like an A-list Marvel character, and that's kind of why they were able to kind of use him. And
because they didn't have any of their A-list characters.
And they're kind of like, sure, take him.
Oh, man.
God, Marvel is...
Wow. Oh, yeah. Poor Black Widow, committee on... I'm not sure exactly what you're getting at, but if it's about the movie coming out, it's like, man, last we've heard, it's still sounding like it's going to the theaters, which... that's a bit of a messy prospect over here, at least in the U.S. anyway.
Yeah.
Might be other parts of the world that's not as messy, but of course, most of the world's at least handling the pandemic a little better than we are. Yeah. Oh, yeah,
WandaVision did have darker parts than most of the movies. Oh, yeah. And they were able to, like, interweave it with humor in a way that just beautifully interwoven.
Oh, yeah. I mean, all kinds of good stuff. Man, it's been an interesting set of time. I mean, 2020 was so odd, and then, here with this, but...
And I like the half psych that they did, for Avengers Endgame, how, between Hawkeye and Black Widow, they're fighting to, try to be the one to die so the other one would get the Soul Stone. Is the back of the head, it's like, but there's a Black Widow movie, so Black Widow's not going to be the one to die. It's going to be Hawkeye. And then suddenly it's Black Widow, and I'm like, what?
Yes, that's a good deceptive movie.
That was a good deceptive. Played it
nicely. Bringing in Evan Peters here in WandaVision, not so good.
That was painful because it's just...
Now, here's the thing. I've heard some things from, the creators, writers, etc., how excited they were and how much they loved being able to do it and thought it was really cool. If the multiverse weren't a thing, or about to be a thing, I guess would be more accurate, then sure, that would be great, because it wouldn't have any expectation. It'd just be a cool reference right there. But the problem is we're living in a spot where we are coming up on the multiverse fast. I mean, that's always been a thing within the larger Marvel universe, not the MCU. But we know Multiverse of Madness is coming up just a little bit down the line, and we're expecting the multiverse to pop up.
And this would have been a really great opportunity to kind of do that if you're bringing that actor, but not. It's like, it's just that heavier disappointment. It's not. It didn't feel like a good deception, really.
So again, if it weren't that the multiverse is something that could have existed, then yeah, sure, it would have been a great move.
Ralph Boner. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, enough of that. Too many good things to say about the show to go focus on that too much.
Yep. Oh, 1 minute.
Being that we're 1 minute, let's go ahead and make some of the usual comments here. So, the usual comments being that we will put a timer up above our heads right over here. That will go ahead and let you know what time we're at. We'll count it in so you can sync your watch up to our watch, etc. So you'll have your Disney Plus up and we'll all watch it together. Yay! Yep. Also, don't forget to click the like button. That helps make sure lots of people see the video and pop on in here, and definitely always appreciated.
Oh yeah, for sure.
One other thing we're getting tonight, too, also those Legends pieces will pop up, too, so they'll have their little... their quick background, I assume, on both Falcon and Bucky in this case. So
quick recaps.
Hey, they did a really nice job with them last time, so I was impressed. So I expect to be impressed with it this time. I thought it would just be something they slapped together, wouldn't be that impressive. But that was not the case.
It's appreciated that they're doing that, considering there's just so much
there we go.
in the
And
Marvel
Assembled
universe.
is out, as well as all the other new stuff.
Wonderful, wonderful.
See, the new Legend stuff is out as well now. Oh, actually, they've got more than just Falcon and Winter Soldier. They've also got Zemo and Sharon Carter. They've got 4 of them in there. Could spend a good half hour watching through all of those. I'm impressed, actually.
All right, so we're going to go ahead.
I'm looking forward to seeing Sharon Carter in there, too. So hopefully everybody's getting their thing pulled up so they're ready. I said, obviously, we are too over here. Yeah. So we got a nice 1 hour piece.
It's a 1 hour piece.
Let's see, I will also go ahead and do this, put out the mini display over here. So that's up and ready. Okay, so let us know in the chat if you are not ready to go ahead and start up. So let us know soon, and we will pause and wait for you. Otherwise, we are going to get ready to start this on up and watch it with all of you.
Yep. So, ready. 3, 2...
Wow, you're not giving people much of any time to go ahead and get ready.
Oh, okay.
I said put something in the chat. They need a second there.
Fast typing! Fast typing!
Quickly! Oh no! Oh no, they're about to start! South of Atlanta where the studios are. Oh, okay, cool.
Oh.
Nice, nice.
That's going to be exciting.
Okay, so now I think we can go. I don't know. One's screaming that they need more time, so...
Alrighty. 3, 2, 1, and go.
Okay, let's get this going. We got a good few people around watching this with us, it looks like. Seeing all the sets here like this. But not the Doctor Strange event.
They did it live, sitcom taping?
Film before a live studio audience, like a sitcom,
Whoa,
right?
That's impressive.
That's great. I didn't know they actually did either. Oh, hey, look, they let us skip intros. They never let us skip the recaps or the intros on WandaVision, so... Yeah, the first two are definitely going to be fun.
Especially the style. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. There's all the wires. Which you knew were there. Such a good spot, this. Cast, friends, and family were the audience. Yeah, would make sense.
And they even dressed up like the 50s. Love it.
Look at those solid blues back there when they got grayed out.
Oh, it's going to be fun.
No kidding. Blue Room Jarvis. Ah, things to pause in around here. It's like all the way back to the beginning.
Yeah, it's been there since Iron Man. Wow.
Yep. Yep, just have them put in a little bit of dialogue and boom, it works. When as he talked about it, was a really good time for that one to hit for him too. Who's in a spot where really needing work and be able to pay his mortgage and stuff.
Ah, the real Pietro.
Mm-hmm. That's the other reason why it's hard to figure out and make theories, because you see all the Easter eggs that they might choose to do something with or not, or maybe it's just a reference, or etc., etc. Makes me think of an acting thing where you take this ball of energy between us and then pass it off to the next person, and then just kind of an acting warm-up kind of thing. But
That's a hard scene.
Yeah. Always a killer. I did a beautiful job with that. And as we said before, who would have thought our two main characters were so good at their comedy as well at the same time, right? He's got his Black Widow hat going on there, if you noticed it.
A lot of experience.
All
It would be
of these
intriguing to be an
sets.
audience like that in that kind of setting, because it's not theater exactly.
Yeah. You know the other thing about this show, though, you have so many different sets when you're changing all the bloody time, which is unlike what you do with a sitcom or a regular show. It's like the budget just to have to keep tearing it all apart and returning around and whatnot. It's like, dang. uh, Well, of course, you notice Vision doesn't have the full cowl going on. He hasn't had to do that lately, which is nice.
Nice CGI.
Oh yeah, much nicer for him on terms of acting and such. What's that? Is they freshly painted?
Yeah.
But isn't it nice how that works? Mm-hmm. Did you change it as you went through each episode then for the seating for the audience too?
Good question.
Man, love it. Such a beautiful homage back to those old shows too.
Oh wow.
Love how they kept in character even while doing that.
Yep.
Just saying. Nice backdrop on,
on
the trees back there on the side, so you get your yard and whatnot that's outside the window there.
Cool introductions.
It'd be so fun to have been sitting in that audience right there, huh? So also at this point there's no wire work or anything else in here, so you really could do it all. Well, hello there, Tazi. Yeah, this is up on Disney Plus, so
yep.
As I said, you can go pop up your Disney Plus. If you want to sync to our watch, you can go ahead and get it up to that time up there, and you'll be synced with us. Or heck, you can even rewind back to the beginning of this live stream and just watch it back like that with us, too.
Yeah, completely different from our character.
Oh, yeah. Sokovian.
Yeah. Ooh.
Corsets. And
ooh.
Ooh. Good times. Mm-hmm.
Oh, fun. That's like a lot put into it.
No
wow.
It's like, wow. Definitely a love letter back to those shows. Mm-hmm. So I think they achieved that. Mm-hmm. At least for our money, anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so just look at all that. Oh, that's great. Mm-hmm. Gotta stretch your acting chops a little right there. Oh, that's funny. Yes, but a live audience, the energy it gives when you're up on the stage, it just does. Just does. Hello there, Carlos.
Hello. Thank you for joining us.
Look at that wire work.
Oh, yeah.
So much fun. I love the idea of all that wire work. I think it would be so much fun. I mean, a pain too, don't get me wrong, but... YouTuber. Well, yeah, I mean, certainly... neither of them had done any theater for a while before this anyway, so not that they've never done theater, because they have, but they've been doing movies and such lately, and you don't have live audience on things like that, so... Oh, and hello there, Jose.
Hello, Jose.
Albert Francisco. Love from the U.S. right back at you.
Laugh.
No, Catherine Hahn was great.
No, she was an amazing actor. Oh yeah.
Oh, jeez, no kidding.
Having a secret.
Oh, that's a fun part. And then in here.
Oh, love her laugh.
Oh, it's great. Oh, jeez. So it just keeps going. Love it. That's it. Won't be the end of seeing her. And that's it. I'm sure she pops back in the MCU later. Oh, and yes,
yeah,
we're definitely excited for Falcon and the Winter Soldier next week.
Next week.
Speaking of people super loved in here. Oh, yeah.
That'd be really weird.
Yeah, this is your introduction. Wait, what? What am I doing?
Usually what you not want to do, usually.
No kidding. I still think it was a great way to really introduce her. Now, again, admittedly, we introduced her in Captain Marvel, but
not the same.
Introducing adult
it's just a little,
Monica Rambeau.
Yeah.
And I said, love the origin story at the same time. I mean, oh yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, she was that young there. Oof.
It's funny, you can see the two together. It's good casting too. I mean, if that's not always been the case with the MCU, it's good casting though. Oof.
Oh yeah. Yeah, hopefully Disney Plus will be available in Philippines soon.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Oh, we gotta bring in.
I think that's your transition over here to Cat.
Yes.
Sure. Sure. And man, she can do technobabble.
Oh yeah, she's really good at that. There's so naturals too.
Mm-hmm.
Love that actor.
Oh yeah, as well. We want our X-Files show.
Yes.
Or whatever we call it in here. I mean, you would have thought it would have been a one-off off of that.
Drew on the walls.
I love you both talk down to the kid and then cite the specific article.
Yeah, this is like way above, like, what? Mm-hmm.
Although I do love how the documentary spent like the first quarter of the hour just looking at those first couple.
Yeah.
Especially because how different that is. I think it was a good reason to spend all the time there.
Because then it starts really going into dark themes and stuff.
And starts getting a little more
odd.
Normal-ish show.
Normal
for a production, though. So funky to see her dresses in color, by the way.
I know, right? Because we're used to the black and white.
Oh, I love it.
That's putting it lightly.
Jose, favorite MCU movie, Endgame.
Endgame, yeah, between Endgame and Infinity War. It's just the height of it.
Yeah. What about you, Jose? Got this.
Ooh. I love that part. Like went too far.
She was saying she took it as a badge of honor that she finally got to that point.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I'm sure the costume designers had fun right there.
Oh yeah.
Think about how many costumes you're doing based on the amount of time you're actually seeing them too. It's like, wow. So many costumes. So much research you get to do too.
Mm-hmm.
They did a good job with, again, when we talk about casting too, right?
Yes. And I killed Sparky too.
It was Agatha all along. Yes, but still having to rework it like this every time.
It's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work right there. That's a funky wig.
Oh yeah, and it fits. It really does fit.
Yeah, it works in there, but I would not want hair quite like that. Ooh.
No.
Oh, you were bad at smashing pumpkins.
Yeah.
Hey there, Alvin.
Hello.
It's about an hour long, so just short of it. Although probably with all the localization credits and whatnot, so maybe 56 minutes. Who knows? Right in there. That's so nicely done. I love that how that title sequence was coloring him in.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Oh yeah, I agree. It's
really nice. I wish it much more in-depth interviewing, but yeah, this is really nicely done.
And lead casting call it rabbits. Yeah. Hey, I mean, I wish every one of these behind the scenes things could be more like, say the one for season 1 of Mandalorian, the whole Disney gallery where we had all those episodes. We had the round tables. Oh, loved the way
like every episode was a theme of something behind the scenes. Maybe one's costuming, maybe the other one's like live audience or something.
Exactly, but we had the one-on-one interviews, we had the round tables, we had the other pieces. Oh, yeah. And by the way, the Lopez's, they did a great job.
So catchy.
That's great.
Oh, yeah, the technology.
Oh, yes. Oh. No, the volume is so freaking cool. Love it. And they're building numerous more volumes. They're building... I said there's a much bigger one down in LA now, and then also a couple others on other continents. Oh, yeah. Well, hey, YouTuber. I said, when you got a cast senior scratchy, you go for the best right there. So, Easter Bunny? Oh, yeah.
Also, when she turned the chicken into eggs, those were for Senior Scratchy.
Yes, after all, it was kind of payment for services rendered right there.
There we go. In color.
Not my period of time there.
We're more in the 90s.
Well, yes.
Ah.
Nice.
Yeah. Maybe for sure.
And they had to have known most of what happened in the whole show. After all, you can't ride Agatha all along without knowing a fair bit of what's going on. Oh, yeah. Loved all the costumes in the background.
Oh, yeah. I love the Sokovian fortune teller.
Yes.
Excuse.
You know how much she hates that, too, by the way? I said, especially the cleavage. She hates that she was showing it. It's actually one of the things she hated back in some of the movies because her costume hadn't gotten updated really since Age of Ultron. So she's like, I'm the only bloody one showing cleavage.
Yeah.
Whereas you look at the others, like Black Widow and everybody else, they don't actually show the cleavage the way her character was.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, she definitely had a part in designing her new costume.
Oh, the costume's beautiful.
Such a nice costume.
Yeah, that fit nicely with the wrestler.
Chili con
I know
carne.
the series has so much good detail.
Oh yes, no, it is nice. I always love behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see it just looking at that. That's like no kidding. Oh yeah.
Yeah. God, to be stuck that way.
That's a good point. Yeah. The other pieces we do to go ahead and really cue you in on the weird things, right? Oh, jeez.
The acting from.
I love her laugh at the end of it, though, too.
Yeah. Really feels like they're taking us through the series as well with what they're choosing to talk about too, because now we're like outside of the hex.
Oh yeah, it makes sense to go through it in this kind of way too, right? Ooh, wow, that is some nice concept art right there. Really detailed. It's nice that they're showing off the concept art. I really like that. Of course, nor should it for this, right?
Yeah, considering my Pacific affiliation like that.
Well, also inspired by that, but again, it's the MCU. And Sword.
Hello, Askew.
Ah, yes, well, hello there.
Oh, it's not showing at your Disney Pass?
Huh, interesting.
Yeah, it's on the top banners if you move to the side.
Yeah, I was going to say, make sure to reload the page since the last 45 minutes.
It's specifically assembled. It's not WandaVision series. It's a separate.
Yeah, it'll be one of the top things on the bar. You can find it that way, or the search bar up on the top. Either way.
True. Restarting might help.
Yeah, we watching browser PC since we're streaming here. But yeah, we always refresh right around that midnight mark to go make sure it pops up.
Yeah, the extra TVs, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh. Nice. Yeah. Impressive.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's only for this, and then it's gone. Wow.
Wow.
Mm. Wow.
12 hours.
That's insane, by the way. Dang. I mean, they certainly made it work, but still, that's insane.
Facing your demons.
Yeah, YouTuber. No, so much work goes into them. Oh, look at the space you've got here, too.
Oh yeah, so much work goes into making movies and TV shows. Especially this caliber, too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Them and the visions, yeah.
Having to wired like that.
Oh,
Ooh.
no kidding.
Oh, feels like it'd be fun.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they did such a really good job with it too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It really got to be Agatha. The hair, everything else.
Ooh. And she was all dressed heavy too, and
At least you have the fans going.
Yeah. Love that line. I totally agree that watching behind the scenes stuff is fun.
Beautiful,
very.
Beautiful final bit of the transformation there. Oh, they sure sack hit it. Dang.
Yep. So cool that's blue and then switching to red digitally.
Or whichever color it is, depending.
Well, the face.
Yeah. Inside it's bluish purple. I mean, definitely much more blue outside because you got to differentiate from all the other outside pieces. You can see some of the more purple that he has later, too.
So interesting, the kind of that CGI. It's really, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, no kidding. Well, it wasn't the same way early on. Like Age of Ultron, he actually had a whole big cowl on and whatnot else going on too. So it's interesting how it's changed. Makes it a lot easier for him.
True. Don't have to go through all that makeup.
I mean, it's still a lot of makeup, but having to wear the cowl over there that can hurt a little bit of how you move around and act and whatnot.
The carnival.
Hey, it's not like Chris Evans in the Captain America thing with a full cowl over top, really restricting your vision and stuff too. Yeah, your vision.
Yeah.
Here. And the TV effects too, with the RGB going on it.
Yep.
Love it. Efficient to the standard.
Pun not intended.
No, but you gotta wonder how much people would catch them saying, stuff like that while you're doing the interview or whatever else here, right? Ah, shoot, I just said vision again. Uh-huh. No kidding.
Gotta love her new costuming.
That said, you want to give us a show set between Civil War and Infinity War. This focuses on the whole band of them, though. I'd go for that.
Mm-hmm.
Get to see Wanda and, well, our true Vision for that matter. Oh, I'm sure there are.
Oh, yeah.
Including Doctor Strange, too, and whatever's going on in there.
Mm-hmm.
And whether or not we'll have a WandaVision 2 or not, but that's another matter. I don't know that you can have a season 2, but you never know. Nice way to close out right there, too.
Oh, yeah. And I love that quote. What is grief, but if not love persevering?
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
indeed. Nicely done.
Mm-hmm.
Nice special behind-the-scenes feature there.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I
expected it was going to be like a half hour or something, but it was nice that it was actually an hour.
Oh, yeah. It's like I can always do with more, don't get me wrong, but...
Never enough.
Never.
Never enough.
Yes. As I said, because Greatest Showman is exactly what we're just going to randomly jump to right now. Which actually is owned by Disney now, right? Because that was part of the... I think that was part of the Fox, stuff. So, yeah. Yeah, because, yeah. It's on Disney Plus, anyway. So, yeah.
Disney just keeps owning things.
Yeah, pretty much, right? Pretty much.
Cool.
Now, see if they can actually get Spidey back sometime. That's
please. I want them to do that. It'd be sad if they don't.
This. There we go.
Scenes I probably think it looks silly on wires and the green scene until they see the finished product. Oh, yeah. It's like seeing that and then the completely different after.
And that's always part of the funny thing about, acting anyway, right? Especially with green screens and whatnot. Hey, at least you weren't in the Star Wars prequels or something. That's green screen everywhere, man. I mean, George wishes he had the volume back then. Heck, he was working on designing it even then, but it wasn't up to the ability of what we can do now. So, but so much nicer when you have the volume all around. You can actually visually see everything going on. At least.
Yeah, instead of just the green screen.
Yeah. Then you're all reacting to the same thing because you can all see the same thing.
Yep.
Because that's really the bigger trick. Isn't even just, you can imagine whatever in your own head, and everybody afterwards can make it work well enough. But it's nicer, at least, if the actors are kind of reacting to the same thing, seeing the same thing in their own heads. Mm-hmm. Rather than, we've got 10 different ideas of what's going on right there at that spot. Which also then can always be fun with sight lines where you're looking exactly.
Oh, geez. A lot of cuts and redos to make sure people's sights are looking in the right spots and stuff.
Yeah, or you just work with it. You use different cuts, change what it looks like exactly to make it work. Yeah, it's messy.
Mm-hmm. So what'd y'all think about the behind the scenes? Any favorite spots?
They're all ready to go to bed. It's late.
Yeah, it's 1 o'clock over here.
Or it's early. I don't know. It depends on where you are.
Well, I guess it is early for us, too, because 1 a.m. is, in the morning.
Right. But, I mean, if you're over in Europe right now, it's just morning. It's breakfast time. Or maybe it's after breakfast. Depends on how early you eat, I guess. But I wouldn't eat that early.
I wouldn't eat that early either.
But
Oh,
9
around the
9
midnight
a.m.
snacks.
I mean, 9 a.m., 10 a.m., sure. I guess 10 a.m. we're starting to push brunchy toward lunch, but it was buddy good.
Buddy good.
Fuzzy-tailed and frisky with glee. Now you're just going to have to spot the rabbits in the next few weeks as we're looking at Falcon and Winter Soldier. Ooh. And after all, we got a falcon and rabbits. Those don't mix too well.
Oh,
right
no. That's not. No, and also the Winter Soldier is also called a White Wolf.
True. Which is really what he is now. He's not actually the Winter Soldier anymore.
And I'm weirded out that they use that name, considering...
Because it's what people would best know it as. I mean, you could have gone with Falcon and Bucky, but...
Not just Falcon and Bucky.
But then you probably shouldn't have used Falcon then either. At that point, you should have used his actual name. Character name. Character name. But I would love Falcon and White Wolf, but again, even then it should be Captain America and White Wolf. If he's going by White Wolf,
well, he's not. It doesn't seem to be Captain America in the very beginning, but it seems to be like the normal getup, and then later is when he.
Oh, you were asking his name, by the way. Sorry, Sam.
Sam. Yeah. Sam and Bucky.
Sam and Bucky. That doesn't have anywhere near the ring to pull people in.
No. Bucky and Sam.
Yeah. No, we definitely liked the special. I said you were saying you did too, so.
Oh, yeah.
I
always love seeing, behind the scenes, especially how it looks to the actors, because it looks very different in the final cuts and stuff. And just getting their perspective about how they enjoyed just, experience with acting there, acting with each other. It's just so much fun.
Now, there we go, Stephen. So, WandaVision Season 2 will go start doing other things for comedy. So rather than sitcoms, instead, we'll find an excuse to do some Monty Python over here. Who knows what else we'll do? Maybe we'll go, to British stuff as a whole. We'll do Fawlty Towers in one season. We'll do some Blackadder, some Red Dwarf.
The space theme.
But as I said, that could give us an excuse to hit the Monty Python, hit the movie side, or just the TV side of Monty Python.
Hey, Vision could be the what is it? It's the Black Knight or something like that. The one that gets its legs chopped off. Still does.
The HCU, Hair
Cinematic Universe. Coming to theaters near you.
What will Senor Scratchy do next time?
Bum, bum, bum.
Next time, though. Next time we get to start jumping into Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And as I said, again, if it's going to be 8 hours or somewhere near that, which, again, is considerably longer than we had expected from anything that ever said before, then, man, that means what, like an hour 20, an hour 10 on average for the episodes, depending on exactly where it clocks in at?
And it's interesting because this was supposed to play before WandaVision, and yet the episodes are longer.
What do you mean?
Apparently. Because remember, the Falcon Winter Soldier was supposed to be playing before Wanda, and yet WandaVision's episodes was shorter.
Well, right, because they planned all of them to have roughly a similar time length in total, but as to whether it works in a half-hour format or more toward the hour format, they're going to fluctuate. Depends on which series we're talking about. For WandaVision, for unsurprising reasons, especially since it's referencing old sitcoms, it makes more sense in the half-hour format.
Makes sense.
Whereas Falcon and the Winter Soldier is much more cinematic, shall I say.
Action type of
much
thing.
more toward movie cinematicness.
Although, didn't they promise us like an hour-long WandaVision that they never delivered?
I mean, the last one was pretty decently long right there.
It was not even 15 minutes. 50 minutes.
Oh, it was.
Excluding the end credits.
Yeah, I mean, if you exclude the end credits, they're all like 2 minutes, so what's your point?
But so when they say 8 hours, it's actually going to be like 7? Because the end credits? Yep, it's the same release time for Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep, same Fridays, and I said midnight-ish, depending on what time, how you want to look at that exactly. Favorite episode of the season? You go say episode 7. It was Agatha all along. 7 was fun, definitely. All Modern Family references and stuff were definitely enjoyable. I'm not gonna go that direction on it, though.
I'm gonna go with the magic show with
episode 2
gummed
for you.
vision. This is like acting drunk, but it was like gummed because the gum doing some weird stuff. But no, that was my favorite.
I go a couple different ways. I love the Halloween episode for so much. I mean, it really hit both of the sides of the show really well. Both the comedy sides of the show were definitely, high up in there, as well as flipping the script and going the other way, and some big drama elements in there. I mean, with Vision almost dying in the course of it. So as I said, I think I might go episode 6. I mean, part of me also wants to go further back to one just where it's more pure comedy, and then also toward episode 8, which, oh man, episode 8.
That was heavy.
I mean, yes,
it was a lot.
It was a heavy episode, and it had some of the most beautiful moments of the whole show were definitely in episode 8 too. But anyway, even though they were like helping fill in other moments, that were not necessarily directly part of the WandaVision time period. Too many things to love. That's for sure. But yeah, I think I'd probably go with episode 6 and go with the the all new Halloween Spooktacular.
Chili con carne.
It's chili con carne.
Oh god.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and the eeriness creeping in. Yes, that was hilarious.
Yes.
Yep, 5 or 6 of the plot. Like, it was nice. Yeah, and
Indeed.
That's the fun thing about WandaVision is that the episodes can be so different. In
Oh, geez, they
style
are so different from each other.
It's like completely different episodes depending on what's going on. It's like you have this crime drama thing going on when we're outside the Hex and, with Hayward and Monica Rambeau thing going on, trying to figure out like this mystery thing. You have obviously the comedy within WandaVision, and then you have like the serious, eerie, like tragicness of when Wanda starts to confront her past and stuff. It's like, it's just so different.
Right. Like, also, I mean, if we're going to talk Monica stuff, then episode 4, which really starts us into looking at Monica much more, or episode 7, like you were talking about before. I mean, that's where we fully get her transitioning and changing to Photon. I guess we have not said the name Photon yet, so we'll just go with Photon for now, but...
Hey, we didn't even say Scarlet Witch until, like, now, the very end of the season, and Wanda's been, like, in Marvel for how long?
Oh. No, it's always been the weird trick. It's like, no, sorry, she's not technically Scarlet Witch because we have not used that name in the MCU.
Yep. But I really like how they did, like, even if they haven't used it all along, it's like it's a very great spot to have used it during the series to bring it in, especially the weight and the importance as to what Scarlet Witch is.
Indeed.
Now they're all your favorite.
Yep.
I decided with such different tones.
And I mean, heck, yes, the finale was beautiful as well.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's nothing negative against the finale. That's not the first one I jumped to go ahead and say my favorite episode. It's just that there's so much. I mean, like the beautiful end closing moment on, I said having to shut the hex down, having to actually finally face all the people in the town. It's like,
oh yeah, and then they're pleading, and was it Diane? I forgot her name. The D neighbor, who used to be like,
go on.
Anyway, was just telling Wanda, I want to see my girl. If you want, she can play with the boys. Just that pleading to be able to be with her daughter, having been denied, and that Hex even interacting with her daughter for so long.
Oh yeah. Or watching things finally dawn on Wanda, and for her to finally really get it through her head that what the heck she's actually doing to everyone.
Oh yeah.
I mean, which I don't think it really fully hits and gets through her own denial until it's like, no, we would rather die than go back.
Yeah, and that says a lot. It's like, please, if you're not gonna let us go, just let us die.
Yeah.
It's like, wow.
Dang.
And Agnes was definitely harping on that really well. It's like, a hero does not torture people. What are you doing? I'm not doing this. It's you. So when we say it's Agatha all along, we don't really mean it was Agatha.
No. She was manipulating things. Maybe things went a little longer than they would have otherwise. Maybe they went shorter. It depends. In some ways she lengthened it, in some ways she shortened it. It's
Yep.
an interesting push-pull right there.
Yeah, but she certainly wasn't the one keeping the people, she wasn't doing anything about it. She was participating and just kind of going with it and stuff.
And again, in some ways, went ahead and interfered with things that might have stopped it sooner, like Monica.
Although it seemed like she was pushing Vision towards realizing that things were off. So who knows
because she wanted to use that to try to get in at Wanda. I mean, funky little trick. But yet at the same time, not to the point that Wanda would just end things, because then you had to interrupt it.
Yep.
Screwy
and
thing.
The people just suffering that grief, mental anguish from Wanda the entire time that they're forced to act in this whatever time period Wanda's setting, and yet experiencing that mental anguish at the same time, and not to mention the people who are at the edge, who are experiencing that anguish and can't function at all. Either they're frozen or just repeating or something like that. Yeah, and that was not Agatha. That was all Wanda. Keeping the kids all asleep until she really wanted to use them.
Let's see, if you can include just fine torturing innocent people for a personal need to avoid grief. Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
Yeah. Oh my god. You heard the Agatha All Along song was #1 in iTunes when it first got released. It's such a short song too, yet it's catchy and fun.
Indeed.
And I love how in the end credits it said it was blank all along because it didn't want to say it.
Not even in the credits right there. The secrecy you go ahead and use on that one, just to be sure. Although secrecy on things like that is always screwy because of the comics bases, that things are inspired by and using too. So, of course, we can make guesses that might happen to jump onto the actual theme of what's going on, or make wrong guesses sometimes too. So, we're good at that too. Agatha All Along has a car commercial on YouTube. Good time.
We will have to look at that at some point.
Yeah, definitely.
That's gonna be amusing.
Definitely. Yeah, it's something you're about to say. Yes, you did. That's something.
I'll have to wait until we watch the commercial. Well, I'm wondering if Agatha's going to be inside the car, like that scene with Vision.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
So I think we will probably get heading on off. So it was great spending time with all of you again.
Thank you for joining us and enjoying the behind the scenes. And next week is Soldier and Winter Falcon. Soldier and Winter Falcon.
What?
I think I might have gotten that.
That's pretty close. Soldier, Winter Falcon.
Close,
Yeah. I mean, and then the second episode will be the Warrior and Summer Falcon. So
yeah. I'll just mix the times. You can tell I'm sleeping. I'm tired. It's late. It's 1 a.m. 1:16 a.m. over here.
Well, it's not that late for someone who's a night owl, but hey.
Oh, yeah. Some people aren't night owls.
No, you're a morning person.
I'm a morning.
I'm a night owl.
I used to be a night owl until school killed me.
And you've never gone back. You mean you want to, but...
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't mean it works.
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
No.
Anyway, so to everyone... We will catch you next week because it is time for Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and it's gonna be fun.
Yes.
So we're gonna start into all of that, and I said 6 weeks, a month and a half of going through Falcon and the Winter Soldier right there.
Oh yeah.
And then with another Assembled right after it.
Oh yeah, definitely watching that one too.
Yes,
and then all the Assembled.
And then I guess Black Widow supposedly is going to be in the theaters after that. I don't know.
It's going to be.
I'm still hoping that they'll release it on Disney Plus at the same time.
Yeah, because otherwise we can't stream with y'all, and it's so fun to stream with y'all.
Well, for the movies in general, we won't be able to, but.
Mm-hmm.
But for that one, it's, we'll see.
Thank you, YouTuber. Appreciate that.
Definitely.
Thank you, Victor Steven.
You're definitely welcome. As I said, enjoy you guys both over there in the channel as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thank you for commenting. It's really nice to be able to talk with y'all and kind of back and forth and comment on what we like.
100% right there.
Mm-hmm. Otherwise, we'd just be talking to the screen, and that's not as fun. So it's definitely fun when y'all interact with us.
Yeah.
I like hearing myself talk, but not that much.
Okay, so to everybody, have a magical day, and may the Force be with you.
Always.